musicians, regardless of whether they're rappers, rockers, or pop singers, afford themselves some privileges in life and society, provided they make it big or develop at least a moderately sized audience. These talented and skilled song crafters get famous, and then often rich, and they're soon on top of the world. But they are still human beings and regular citizens on some level. Everyone is technically equal in the American legal system, and courts, judges, and juries don't care who the defendant may be, should the crimes for which they're being charged be considered serious and egregious. Even celebrities of all levels can't get away with certain actions, and after being subjected to due process, are found guilty of offenses that are violent, shocking, and appalling. The punishment for those lapses in judgment or morality can sometimes mean prison, and for a very long time at that. Here are some rappers, rockers, and singers of note who likely won't be making a big comeback anytime soon on account of how they're stuck behind bars, serving life sentences or terms so long they're not ever likely to taste freedom again.
R. Kelly.
A smooth voice, hooks and melodies and lyrics often fixated on the carnal side of the human experience made R. Kelly an undeniable superstar. In the 1990s and beyond, he sold more than 40 million copies of his albums and scored more than 36 hits on the R&B chart. The self-styled king of R&B crossed over to the top of the pop chart too with tunes like Sex Me, Bump and Grind, and Your Body's Calendar. From the early 1990s on, Kelly also faced allegations of exploitation and abuse of young women. One strange detail everyone ignored about Aaliyah is how the pop star was coerced into marrying Kelly when she was 15 years old. And in the early 2000s, Kelly evaded a prison sentence, despite numerous court hearings, for 30 counts of producing content of an explicit nature that involved minors. In 2017, after journalist Jim DeRogatis uncovered a cult-like community of women kept by Kelly in his home for his own pleasure, the R&B singer was arrested, arraigned, and tried for a slew of charges. In 2022, a court sentenced Kelly to a 30-year prison term for racketeering and sex trafficking, and a federal court added another 20 years after a guilty verdict on counts of crimes against minors. The terms will be served concurrently. Kelly won't be able to walk out of prison until he's about 80 years old. If you or someone you know may be the victim of child abuse, please contact the Child Help National Child Abuse or contact their live chat services. Ninja Man. Dancehall is an outgrowth of reggae, both of which emerged from Jamaica. In the 1980s and 1990s, that particular mix of Jamaican musical styles, along with pounding dance beats and hip-hop, took off around the world and made stars out of a handful of practitioners, including Desmond Ballantyne, who performed under the name Ninja Man. He imbued his songs such as My Weapon,